I want to try and repeat that error message. With that profile highlighted, I'm going to go to corner and we'll go with the 1-inch radius. Okay, this time it didn't lock up, but it's still a terrible technique because when I auto constrain this, let's just say okay, it's going to be over constrained because see what it did in the auto constrain? It picked this up and this up. So when I go to analysis, I have a closed profile, which is a good thing, but when I go to constrain, it is over constrained. It does not like that technique. So anytime you see purple, that's no good. That over constraint situation comes here from the preferences. In the app preferences under 3D model, under the core, you'll see Sketcher. Open up the Sketcher. When I scroll down under Smart Pick, when you do auto constraints, it tries to pick any one of these geometrical constraints. A geometrical constraint is anything that is not a value that can be edited, such as these here. And when I do a color definition, it turns purple because it's over constrained. The right color is green, fully constrained. Say okay to that. I'll undo this. So again, with that profile highlighted, you can use your auto constrain, say okay. Now highlight the whole thing and go to corner and do a 1-inch radius. And what's cool about doing it this way is if I double click one and change it to a half, they are all linked because I created all of them at the same time. So the proper technique again is to create your profiles, auto constrain, and add corners after the fact. You must again have your preferences set up correctly. Hopefully you've already done that. With this checked, create the geometrical constraints and create the dimensional constraints. It will add the proper constraints. And the constraints it added, the constraint here, the 0.5, that's a value, that's a dimensional constraint. Anything I can edit is a dimensional constraint. All right, we're going to do another one with chamfers.